The Electric Vehicles Association of the Philippines welcomes the Land Transportation Office's ban on electric tricycles or E-trikes on major roads in Metro Manila, but calls for clear implementation of the rule. Citing general considerations of road safety, the ban took effect Friday, January 2, covering EDSA, C5 Road, Rojas Boulevard, and the stretch from Carino Avenue to the Magallanes-South Luzon Expressway. In a phone interview with INQUIRER, Electric Vehicles Association of the Philippines President Edmund Araga says the ban provides an opportunity for proper implementation. However, he says it would be better if the rules were enforced more clearly. Araga notes that the LTO already had specific regulations on electric motor vehicles under Administrative Order 039-2021, but these were suspended in 2024 by the agency's then Chief, Assistant Secretary Vigor Mendoza. Araga also says the ban should cover more roads beyond Metro Manila, describing complying with LTO requirements as no joke. At the end of the day, he says rules are truly needed for the safety of road users. He says this is a good opportunity to truly ban vehicles that do not comply with and do not follow traffic rules. Araga explains that E-trikes risk passengers' safety in the event of a collision since they are made with light materials. He adds that their group is open to working with the LTO as the agency vowed to work with industry sectors and local government units to develop safe and appropriate routes for E-trikes. Following the holiday festivities, the Department of Health says another 300 cases of fireworks-related injuries are being validated. In a statement on Friday, January 2, DOH spokesperson Assistant Secretary Albert Domingo says these additional 300 cases may be added to the initial 235 logged on Thursday, January 1. The initial data was recorded from December 21, 2025 to 4 a.m. on January 1, 2026. Domingo maintains that the number of cases continues to increase as the agency receives late reports. As of Friday afternoon, the DOH has not disclosed a specific number of cases, but the agency says it is currently verifying the number of incidents nationwide. Previously, the agency urged those who sustained any size of injury from fireworks to seek consultation at the nearest medical facility to avoid tetanus. The DOH reminded the public that its symptoms do not appear until around 8 days, with some of the 21 days later. It said tetanus can be deadly, emphasizing that vaccination against tetanus is available at hospitals. Interior Secretary John Remulla says his brother Ombudsman Remulla was not hospitalized as rumored. In a message to the Inquirer on Friday, January 2, the Interior Secretary says the Ombudsman was just playing golf this morning. He also says they will meet to have breakfast tomorrow, January 3. This comes amid rumors that Ombudsman Remulla had been hospitalized. Reporters have sought comment from the Office of the Ombudsman, but it has yet to respond as of Friday afternoon. Previously, Ombudsman Remulla revealed that he was diagnosed with a heart condition, underwent a quintuple bypass, and then was diagnosed with leukemia, a cancer affecting the blood. In October 2025, the Office of the Ombudsman assured the public that Remulla was in good health and had been cancer-free for a year and a half. Lanao del Sur 1st District Representative Zia Alonto Adiong says the anti-political dynasty bills will be the priority legislative agenda of the House Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms this January. Committee Chair Adiong says there is clamor for a ban on political dynasties not only outside the House but also among members of Congress, as evidenced by the 17 versions of the bill.
January 27, that would be on Tuesday. So that's going to be the top item in the agenda. So we will be discussing initial discussion, deliberation on the anti-political dynasty because the clamor is there. And the fact that we have received several, 17, kung di ako nagkakamali na ngayon, 17 versions of the same subject matter, it only means na ang House of Representatives, the members are willing to see and willing to participate in wanting to see the end of all this talk on anti-political dynasty.
To assist in deliberations on the proposed measure, the committee will invite deans of colleges and law schools, institutional experts, former Supreme Court justices, and 1 or 2 framers of the 1987 Constitution. Adiong also says he proposed to organize a public consultation to get a sense of how the public receives the proposals, highlighting that the committee needs to hear the perspectives of every sector.
We're talking about voting rights, and we're talking about allowing the electorate to choose the candidate. So all of us are stakeholders in this. The public is so much invested in this topic. all of us are invested in in this topic. That's why pinopropose ko sa leadership is to go down on to the grassroots and conduct a public consultation.
The congressman also notes the challenge of passing an anti-political dynasty bill, saying there is no legal definition of dynasty and creating one that is widely acceptable is difficult. Adiong admits that once the bill is decided within his committee, half of the country might not be satisfied. But he assures that if passed, the law will be constitutionally sound. The existing legislative proposals banning family relationships in public office differ mainly in the degree of kinship.